How to avoid the friend zone? Put her in the friend zone. You want to be in the friend zone. But the difference is you friend zone her before she can friend zone you. I call it preemptive friend zoning. Friend zone their asses, boys. It does not eliminate you from a possibility of being together. In fact, it only makes it more likely.
The Unapologetic Man Podcast.
So once you get 3 minimum, preferably 5 to 7 very clear signs of attraction, you go for the phone number. You say, you know what? I really enjoy talking to you. I feel like we get along pretty well. How would you feel about tossing me your number and we can hang out sometime? Or in the case of like a friend group or something like that, you say, hey, listen, we always hang out with our friends. Let's go out to dinner, you and me. And if she's attracted enough, if there's enough rapport, if you could tell she's obviously attracted to you, she's gonna say yes, boys. Now, how's the way to keep yourself out of the friend zone? Don't keep yourself out of the friend zone. In fact, friend zone her. In the beginning, call her a friend. And yes, boys, I do this with every single girl. And I've talked about this too. Why you should friend zone girls right out of the gate, especially when you're running a campaign. Campaign and friend zoning girls should almost be one and the same thing. She's a friend. She hasn't made the cut yet. Let's see what she's got. That's why when she's like, what are you doing this weekend? Or why don't you give me your phone number? In the beginning, you're kind of like, yeah, we just met. Let's do that later. Let's just get to know each other more first. How many guys do that? So few. So you friend zone her, you call her a friend zone them before they can friend zone you, boys. And if you think that by you friend zoning a girl, she's automatically off the availability chart, you'll never be able to hook up with her, you're completely and utterly mistaken. The fact is, the quicker you friend zone some girls, the quicker they're going to get attracted to you, especially cute ones. Because they're going to be like, why isn't he like attracted to me? Why isn't he trying to like hook up with me? He friend zoned me? Why isn't he after me the way all other thirsty guys are, being like, you want some dick? You want some dick? You want some dick? Meanwhile, this guy's like, nah, we're good. Like, we'll just hang out. We're just friends. And you could even go further and ask her advice about other girls. This is a different way of thinking, boys. This is you being the prize. What do I always tell you guys in this podcast? You're the prize. She's the one submitting the application. You're the hot chick. She's not the hot chick. How would you behave if you were the hot chick? Would you like try to go for her phone number the first time you meet her at the gym? Of course not. Bro, you're dating 4 girls. Going back to the golden rule of seduction, you are wearing a fucking bracelet that says, what would I do if I were dating 4 girls? If you were dating 4 girls and you met a chick at the gym, you'd be like, yeah, this chick seems interesting. She seems pretty cool. She's got a tight ass and some nice titties and she's pretty cute, but what else does she have? I'm going to run the campaign on this chick, see if she makes the cut. So over time, you talk to her, see if she's funny, make her laugh, give her tons of value. Bam, the attraction signals are there. And then you say, you know what? You seem pretty cool. Why don't you toss me your number? As I spoke about in the last episode. And during your conversations with her, you use the F word. You call her a friend. You ask her advice about other girls. You let her know you're not that interested in her yet. And there always has to be that little window, little bit of flirtiness based off her flirtiness. How much flirtiness do you give her? 80%. So if she's kind of like saying some flirty things at you and you guys are just friends, you're just campaigning it, but she says a few flirty things like, oh, you get all the girls. You may like throw it back at her and be like, you get all the guys. Look at you little hottie at the gym, dude, like in your fucking yoga pants. I know what you're up to. All the dudes checking you out. Check you out, girl. You're fucking killing it. You can show a little bit of interest based off how much interest she's showing you. And then once you get those 3, 5, 7, 10, 50,000 signs of attraction, you go for the phone number. How to avoid the friend zone? Put her in the friend zone. You want to be in the friend zone. But the difference is you friend zone her before she can friend zone you. I call it preemptive friend zoning. Friend zone their asses, boys. It does not eliminate you from a possibility of being together. In fact, it only makes it more likely. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To watch the full podcast episode, click here. And before you go, if you're feeling extra generous, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me in the algorithm. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Unapologetic Army.